Week 3 of the End Zone, our game of the week. West Point at Noxapater County. The 5A runner-up and 3A runner-up squaring off in one that did not disappoint. Also, Louisville. A little bit of a hot start for the Power Cats, visiting the Columbus Falcons, who are coming off a big win over South Haven, trying to get some momentum going for their season. And also, obviously, Choctaw County. Team Cunningham right there, very impressive this season at Pontotoc in a game that was a defensive battle. We have those full highlights for you. And Aberdeen visiting Calhoun City in, I'm not going to spoil too much, but it had to go to overtime. So you won't want to miss those highlights. We've got that and scores, all that coming up.
WCBI Sports Endzone Show with John Sokoloff, Courtney Robb, and Chris Bolton is brought to you by Wade Incorporated, Clark Beverage Group, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and OCH Regional Medical Center.
Special thanks to all of those sponsors with us, but John Sokoloff joined by Courtney Robb, and our Chris Bolton's with us too. He was actually at our game of the week between West Point and Noxapater County. We'll get to Chris in a minute after we get to those highlights, but before we do, Courtney, I kind of just want to talk about this one. A couple of teams, getting that, or on the West Point side too, getting the season started. A couple 5A, 3A state championship games, some very good programs, a lot of history in the two of them, and it was a good matchup. But what did you kind of expect to see out of it?
I kind of expected just, I guess, to go off what we know. History repeats itself, and I think West Point is always a team that is just tough to beat year in, year out. Coach Chambliss, regardless of if they had 2 weeks off or if they had 5 weeks off, that man is going to have his team ready for any opponent. And maybe the 2 extra weeks helped them. I know that one of his players said that in our Game of the Week interview just yesterday, that it even helped them prepare more. And I even said to you in our 10 o'clock show, even if you can't beat West Point, you take that as a win in and of itself, just because you compete with them. And so, in my opinion, I headed into this game thinking that West Point would end up getting the job done like they have since 2012. Yeah,
and when you look at two teams like this, I mean, these are both very respectable programs on both sides. So, to start out your season to play a very prestigious opponent like that, that's got to be pretty good to kind of help you fine-tune some things early on. And then when the games get more and more important, you're ready to go. How about we get out to our game of the week?
WCBI's High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
Big thanks to Carl Hogan Toyota. Here's a look at a 2017 Toyota Tacoma here.
You need that for the streets of Macon.
Of course. I have not owned a pickup, but you know what?
You've been convinced?
The times are changing. I think the times are changing. Noxapater County hosting West Point. Tigers looking for the first win over the Greenies since 2012. First quarter, not the start Noxapater needs. Venorius Cheney to Antonio Fowler. Fumbles the ball. Recovered by Chris Dean. West Point setting the tone. And they did again on this very next play. Cameron Young, just so explosive, getting to that outside, and he would not be denied at the end zone. That's a 37-yard rushing touchdown. Green Wave up 6-0. Later in the first, sophomore Kanan Daniels. Power right. And, this team runs the football. Chris was talking about it in his live shots earlier. That's a 40-yard gain. Same drive, West Point with a jet sweep to Keyshawn Henley. He goes untouched for 6. 13-0 West Point after the extra point. Second quarter, Tigers defense, well, they would make a play here. Daniels loses control of the ball in the pass.
Chucks what up?
A messy one, yeah. It was intercepted by Damone Cunningham. Noxapater unable to score, though. Let's go late in the second half before halftime. Cameron Young breaking free again, getting all the way to that left side. This time for 45 yards. He get wrapped up just before the end zone. Greenies up 19-0 at half. Then in the third quarter, West Point up by 14. Cam Young scores his second touchdown of the night to put the Greenies up 32-12. They went on to win 38-19. Chris Bolton, take us through it.
West Point's reign of dominance continues over Noxapater County. 9 straight victories for the Greenies over the Tigers, and they did so the West Point way, by running the football. They had over 300 rushing yards in the game. combined for 5 touchdowns, 4 on the ground. Didn't matter if it was Cam Young, Keyshawn Henley, Kanan Daniels. They all pitched in tonight and came away with the victory in their season opener.
The line up front, and then we got some dudes tote the ball for us, can run, and they're powerful, they're strong. But our offensive line's done a great job of knocking guys off the ball and then protect. Even when we do throw the ball protection, we have some good protection tonight. And that's stuff we work on every day in practice. What we have to work on is a little bit of our tempo here and there, but blocking and tackling, that's the fundamentals of football. We talked about that the other day.
I was just seeing the whole, my O-line did a tremendous job, my fullbacks, wideouts, they made it clear for me.
West Point's defense proved big time as well, helping them secure the win. The Greenies had 2 goal line stands in the first half. They kept the Tigers scoreless, went up 19-0 at halftime, and cruised on to victory in the second half. Now they have a bye week scheduled. We'll see if they can get a game. Coach Chambers told me after the game that he would love for his team to continue to play a game instead of having a bye week, since they missed out on their first 2 games of the season. Knock that rust off, continue to get fine-tuned, and be ready going into district play. We'll see if they can make that happen. For now, reporting in Tiger Stadium, Chris Bolton with WCBI Sports.
Hey, if you're trying to play West Point next week, hit up Coach Chambliss.
Oh, yeah.
Tupelo hosting Corinth, second quarter, Golden Wave leading 8-0. Quarterback Jeremiah Harrell rolls out, finds Katie Gibson, stopped down there at the 2-yard line. Then Quade Middlebrooks takes the handoff, bulldozes his way to finish off the drive. Touchdown, Golden Wave go up 15-0. Corinth, they were having a tough night. Quarterback Bronner Cregan gets sacked.
Sack lunch.
Paper bag sack lunch, John.
That's right.
Tupelo gets it back. Their other quarterback, Lake Reed, going to go for a big run here. Gets brought down near the 30. Reed, the nice fake then. Going to toss to Elijah Green. Golden Wave with lead 22-0 at the half. And Tupelo dominates this one. They get the win 56-0.
Big one for them. All right, Louisville and Columbus. It was 7-7 in the second. Here's the craziest 5-play sequence I've ever seen. Wildcats driving. Jace Hudspeth. Pass is tipped, picked. That's intercepted by Jamarian Moody. He takes it deep into Louisville's territory, all right? So that's the first play. How about the next one? Amari Williams pass, intercepted by KJ Tippett. So now the Power Cats taking over. All right, Louisville, they just gave up the ball, now they got it back. And what's Coach Shorter going to try to do? How about they take a deep shot? Jace Hudspeth finding Jarvis Rush. He gets wrapped up at the 1-yard line. Okay, so now they're in business. Easy touchdown, 1 yard away, right? Wrong, a fumble here. Coughed it up, Justin Combs recovers it. Falcons now taking over. All right, that was the 4th play. Here's the 5th and final one. Falcons deep in their own territory. Deion Williams gets it, but that Power Cat defense stuffs him in the end zone. That's Caden Tompkins on the tackle. That's what we like to call a safety, Courtney Robb. We just love defense and special team plays
We
here
love
on the
those
end zone.
extra 2 points.
We definitely do. Louisville was up 9-7. They went on to win it 29-7. How about we get some scores for you?
Let's do it.
Starkville taking care of business against Olive Branch, getting it done 38-7. After not playing last week, they were supposed to play West Point. They had a week off. Caledonia beating Holly Springs 53-6. A big win after they took down Amory. Maybe the Cavaliers have a little momentum going.
How about them Grapes hosting Choctaw County? Defensive battle in this one, scoreless in the second. Botched snap on a punt turns into a fumble recovery for the Chargers. That puts them knocking on the door. 4th and goal, Connor Jewell scrambling, rolling right, looking for Terrence McNeil. However, too high, Warriors defense holds. Pontotoc trying to get going on offense. Connor Armstrong with time.
Lefty.
Sends one to Tyson Coleman, but couldn't get the connection. Chargers get the ball back again. Jewell scrambling again. However, he's tracked down, sacked by Hayden Kyle. And this one was a close one between the two. However, Pontotoc pulls out the dub 10-8 over Choctaw County.
All right, how about Itawamba and North Pontotoc? First play from scrimmage. Ty Davis taking a deep shot to receiver Thomas Klein, who catches it and seems to take off. But Blake McLaughlin catches him from behind, knocks the ball loose. Aiden Titum recovers it for the Vikings. That sets Reese Kentner in the offense. It's Kentner finding Win Navarrete all alone for the game's opening score. But a good kickoff return would set up the Indians with great field position. and it's Davis going deep again. He likes to do that. This time he finds Brantley Weigel, who goes up. Moss is his defender for 6. Itawamba would end up rolling in this one, 40-14. A couple more scores for you. How about those Heritage Pats taking down South Pontotoc, 42-21, and Byhalia falling at New Albany, 50-7. Tough one for them. Coming up next year on Endzone, Shannon visiting Houston. We'll have those full highlights with Red Parker and the gang. In Moorville at Amory, the Panthers coming off of the loss to Caledonia. Could they respond? And a battle of the Tigers, Courtney. Nettleton, Saltillo. Those full highlights and much, much more coming up next year on the Endzone. Welcome back to Endzone. How about Shannon at Houston? Second quarter, the Hilltoppers up 15-zip. Houston successfully running the hook and ladder here. Jamal Copperwood doesn't quite get all the way there, but a very impressive play nonetheless. He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Next play, a fumble inside the 5, though, and Shannon would recover it. That's a big takeaway there for them. But Houston on the next possession, Red Parker keeps it for a first down. So impressive under center. Then Jamal Copperwood scores before the half from 5 yards out, 22-0 Hilltoppers. They went on to get the win, 49-6.
The Amory Panthers playing host to the Moorville Troopers. Second quarter, Jatarian Ware takes the direct snap. I'm going to take it and pick up a first down while he's at it. That same drive, Ware finds Cameron Haynes wide open, takes it in, easy money for the touchdown.
Right in our lap.
26 yards for the score. Panthers go up 37-7. Late second, Moorville driving. Quarterback Dawson Phillips with the handoff to Jordan Franks. Moves the pile. This man not going down. Amory, a Panther, jumping on top of it. But hey, Moorville picks up the crucial first down. Same drive, capping it off. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Phillips to Franks, 7-yard touchdown into the end zone to cut it to a 37-14 lead for Amory. Panthers go on to get the 50-21 victory. Saltillo and Nettleton, a battle of the Tigers in Nettleton. First quarter, quarterback Ty Walton dropping back, connects with Roderick Patterson. And this man is not going down for anyone, I promise you that. Makes it all the way nearly to the end zone. Doesn't get quite there, but he does put Nettleton into the red zone. Same drive, Walton's on the quarterback keeper, takes it in. They'd missed the extra point, but Nettleton takes a 6-0 lead. Next drive, Saltillo. Quarterback Chance Johnson finds wide receiver Wayne Earl Smith, cutting, skeeting, and picking up the first down. Same drive. Johnson gonna find JT Beasley, looking, gets him. And this man says, you know what? I'm taking this one all the way. I want 6 more. And they would get that. They also go for 2, so they end up with 8 more. Saltillo takes the 8-6 lead, but Nettleton goes on to get the 40-33 victory. Some more scores for you from the night. Winona continues to impress and put points up in bunches. If that's going to be the theme for the Tigers this season, hey, I am all about it. I think, John, you are too.
Darian Townsend, man, I'm on the train.
Exactly. Winona gets the win over JC George, 67-32.
Mantachie at Hatley. Let's check in on Ken Adams' bunch. Jacob Hawks here, keeping it himself. Nice little 15-yard run for him. Bit impressive under center. And now it would be Luke Ellis just going bulldozing right up the middle. Get off me. Get off me. That's what he said, and that would set up all those rushing plays here. A touchdown for Mantachie. A little later now, Hatley running back Josh Griffin trying to move the chains here for Hatley. It was a little bit of a tough night on offense for them. But he breaks up the middle and moves those chains, gets the first down. But then, I mean, this Mantachie defense was a problem for them. Griffin not really getting much going. Mantachie ended up getting the win, 32-zip.
Aberdeen making the trip to the Boneyard. Hey, they had greetings for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have the first possession here. Quarterback Jermaine Strong completes a pass to Malik Williams for 25 yards and a first down. Later in the drive, Strong scrambling, throwing. Finding TJ Fields for another first down on third down. A fourth down pass now to Williams. Broken up at the goal line by Jemiah Mays of Calhoun City. It would be 0-0 until OT, and finally Aberdeen pulls out the 6-0 victory against Calhoun City.
Yeah, they scored on that first play in OT. It was clutch.
Some more scores for you from the evening. Eupora continues to impress. The Eagles get the dub over Bickersville, the state title holders, 42-30. How about that? East Union falls to Boonville 31-21. A good win for head coach Mike Maddox and company. We love to see it.
Coming up next here on the End Zone, we still got plenty to go. A West Lowndes TCPS game that was within 3 points when the buzzer sounded. You won't want to miss those highlights. Hamilton, Smithville. We saw Dylan Christian have a great night last Thursday. What was he able to do tonight against the Lions? And Vardaman East Webster, some Thursday night action. We'll have those highlights for you, score updates, and much, much more coming up next on the End Zone. Welcome back to End Zone. Starkville Academy at French Camp. QB Randall Futro. Explosive plays here early on in the game. I mean, just showing off the legs, getting to that far sideline. Starkville Academy really looking to bounce back after last week. And then he kept it again. They were so close to the end zone. He's like, you know what, guys, I got this. Don't worry about it. Just block for me a little bit. I'll get the job done. And that's exactly what he did. So Starkville Academy ended up taking the lead here. And Silas Hodge, he had an impressive go at it a little bit later on before he was taken down there in the backfield. And Malcolm Bentley trying to get something going on that far sideline, and he can't really, Starkville Academy, they really came to play tonight. It was a good one. So then on a punt attempt here for French Camp, it goes over the head. Camp Overstreet recovers it, make it a 14-0 game. Starkville Academy ended up getting the win, 28-7.
TCPS playing host to West Lowndes. The Eagles looking to get the job done against them. Jake Prather, Emmanuel Randall finding their way to the end zone. And they go up 7-0. Absolutely. Panthers anxious to respond. Quarterback Frederick Rice. Even this deep one to DeCamby Willis. And that will put them deep into Eagle territory. Then Rice again finds Willis. This time for a tutty. That'll make it 7-6. Eagles with the lead.
That's a heck of a grab.
Panthers go for 2. Rice takes it in himself for the conversion. West Lowndes would take the 8-7 lead. But TCPS squeaks out of this one with the 24-22 victory.
How about Hamilton at Smithville? We'll start out with Kaiser Werner. Werner with the burner going 35 yards to that left side. Heck of a run there. But Smithville, this defense was good. They recovered this fumble right here. Be Drew Gideon on top of it. So now Smithville taking advantage. And Courtney, we talked about him before, but Dylan Christian's been very impressive. He gets it, which looks like a play that's broken down, but look what he makes out of it. It turns into maybe a 2-yard gain to him exploding down the field from 2 to 55 yards. Just a great play by him. He's really on a roll. And then now Smithville's like, all right, we know we got a running back. How about we get the tight end involved here? Chandler Woodham. That's a 5-yard TD. Smithville ended up getting it done at 31-zip.
East Webster and Vardaman faced off in some Thursday night lights action. We start in the first quarter. First drive of the game, Zy Ford doing what he does, taking it in there for an easy touchdown to go up 6-0. Next drive for the Wolverines, Caleb Warnock scrambling out of there, chunking one up, finds Carter Flora with the beautiful catch, and he's on the run, strutting his stuff into the end zone, throwing up the one. Touchdown East Webster, up 12-0 after one. Second quarter, Vardaman driving. Their quarterback picks up a first down. However, this one, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break it to you, but it was all East Webster. Wolverines topped the Rams 33-0 and stayed perfect on the year, if I might add. Coffeyville and Noxapater facing off third quarter. Keontrany Edwards gets the ball, stuffed in the backfield by the Tigers D. Fourth down, Pirates would be punting here, but it's a fake!
Oh,
the fake
man.
punt!
We love the fake punt.
We do. Matt Carr runs with it, nowhere to go. Pater gets the stop. Noxapater's turn now. Emmanuel Carter gets the ball, breaks a couple of tackles here. Skeet, skirt. Gets brought down, but gets a good gain to pick up a first down. Later on, Kyle Phillips on the read option, goes around left, takes it to the end zone. That's a 15-yard touchdown. Extra point no good. Noxapater extends their lead 13-6, and they hold on to that to get the 13-12 victory over Coffeyville.
That was a very exciting finish. Let's get to some other scores for you here. This one from Thursday, Nanawoya falling short at Choctaw Central, 27-19. And how about the Baldwin Bearcats putting up 60, taking down Tishomingo County 60-14. And Myrtle, big win for them on the road, a 44-7 affair. Let's get to a few more highlights. Kemper Academy at Columbus Christian. Early first quarter, McCory Humphreys with the reception. He takes it 25 yards, going all sorts of directions here before he's tackled out of bounds. The Rams now in business. Next play, Jonah Harris getting to that outside, looking back on him, and he is in for 6. We actually got hit here. The team was so excited running down, they ran into us, but it's okay. I'd be excited too if my teammate just had a
You'll take
big
the hit
run like
for
that.
The touchdown, John?
Definitely would.
Good
Always,
to know.
always.
Good to know.
I bruise pretty easily, but it's okay. But after Kemper Academy scored, Jonah Harris took it again, matters into his own hands, but this one called back due to a holding penalty, so still a tie game. And we actually didn't have a final for this, so if you want to hit us up with that, we would greatly appreciate it between the Rams and Kemper Academy.
Winston Academy hosting Central Homes. It was homecoming early on for Winston. Play action fake. Briley Wall finds Sikatra Miller across the middle for a nice catch. Breaks the tackle. Got a big gain down inside the Central Homes 25-yard line. Later on, it's fourth down. Pat's attempting a field goal. Briley Wall drills a 29-yarder. It's good. Winston with the early 3-0 lead. Central Homes' turn now off the quarterback fake. Noah Steen keeps it, finds some room, and going to take it for a 56-yard run into the end zone for the touchdown. They'd go for 2, they get it. Winston trailed 8-3 after the first quarter. Winston Academy, though, they would put an end to that. They win this one in dominating fashion, 43-8.
Let's get another score in here for you. Benton taking down Winona Christian. The Stars 49-13. A rough night for them. And we're going to check in with West Alabama right here on Endzone when we come back. Don't go anywhere. We've still got plenty to cover. Welcome back to Endzone. Let's check in on our friends in West Alabama. Meek at South Lamar. Stephen Weathers finding his good buddy here, E.J. Wilson, right in our breadbasket.
I was going to say, right into the lens.
Oh, yeah. We've been getting those all night long, and now he hands it off to E.J. He punches it in for the TD, where else? Right in front of us. I mean, we were just gravitating all the touchdowns.
He was looking for us, I think.
That's right, of course. David Tidwell hands it to Cameron Deaver, tripped by the defense, turnover, picked up by Jacob Abramo. Then Steven here throwing the interception to Ori Frith, brought down by E.J., and now the handoff to Ethan Grace. Coming off the pick. He gets in for 6. It was tied up at 6, but Meek ended up getting the victory 32-26.
Pickens County hosting Marion County. The Tornadoes trying to tear it up. Second quarter, Pickens County up 19-0. Javion Bell finds Antonio Coleman. They pick up 10 yards. Javion then finds Indanta Warner. Nice pass here. Naders will pick up another first down. And next play is where the action really happens. Javion keeping it and going to take it himself into the end zone for the touchdown. Pickens County going to put up much more of those, plenty more of those where they came from. The Tornadoes get the dub 42-12.
Couple of more scores here. Aliceville and Sulligent. Aliceville getting it done 44-28, a shootout out there. And Lamar County shutting out Winston County 34-0. And Gordo and Northside, I mean, as close as it comes, 14-12, the Green Wave fall. I mean, tough one out there. I feel like tonight there was so many either like blowouts or very, very close games. But hey, we like chaos. We like a bunch of different scores, bunch of different outcomes. We like the variety out there.
That we do, very much so.
There's no doubt. So coming up next, we will have our teams of the night. Our teams of the night. Mine is Louisville. Courtney, who's yours?
West Point.
West Point,
Green
Wave. All right, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you here again next week.
WCBI Sports Endzone Show with John Sokoloff, Courtney Robb, and Chris Bolton is brought to you by Wade Incorporated, Clark Beverage Group, Carl Hogan Toyota, East Mississippi Community College, and OCH Regional Medical Center.